mention the Vaughan Williams Sea Symphony. That was, again, such a wonderful opportunity that was given to me. And other programs I remember, I think we did Mahler 4 at one time and Bruckner 9th another time. Maybe the Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique, but just many wonderful memories I have of this orchestra. I have a very soft spot in my heart for the NJP. When I was still working as an assistant with Vancouver Symphony, and then I later got my own orchestra in Regina, Saskatchewan. Administrators with the Vancouver Symphony said, "Oh, you should go to Ravinia Festival and ask to see rehearsals with Maestro Levine." So I wrote and said, "Oh, can I come and watch rehearsals? I'm with assistant conductor with Vancouver Symphony." And I asked him for any advice he has for young conductors. And he said, in his opinion, it's good not to just only study symphonic repertoire, but also study opera. Composers are thinking when they're writing music because they're writing it according to a certain text. So it provides a certain connection to what the music is supposed to be expressing. So following his advice, I started studying opera, and he gave me kind of like an apprentice position at the Met. And then later on, I became one of the music staff, one of the assistant conductors there. But I've always, it's interesting, when I watch other conductors who are not opera conductors, often there's a slight difference in sometimes a feeling that they're not thinking of the breath of breathing. And so this is something that very valuable, I think I've learned through opera. That is part of what informs the style of a conductor. And for me, being in opera, that's one thing that it has influenced my approach to music. As far as there are a number of operatic excerpts in the second half of the program. A lot of Baroque, but as I mentioned, some Mozart, and for example, that Te Faro that I mentioned from Orfeo, I think the audience will love that. There's the Mitridate, there's Figaro, Voi che sapete, which is a famous aria. So I'm hoping the audience will enjoy the program. Well, of course, from living in Japan as a student for 6 years, I love Japan. I grew to love especially Japanese food. So that's always a big plus to visiting Japan. I love the Japanese audiences. I'm always impressed by the enthusiasm that Japanese have for classical music, classical Western music. Of course, there's a lot of wonderful Japanese composers as well that are included in like the composer of Evangelion. But there's a deep love of music also in Japanese audiences. So every time I come, I enjoy, well, of course, enjoying the Japanese culture, but especially the food and the warm reception that we get from Japanese audiences. So I want to say thank you to the people that will be coming, and let them know I will be enjoying it myself.